States from Hanoi, capital city of Vietnam, where we spent the last 2 days in various meetings and conference. One of the conferences we attended was organized by the Ministry of Planning and Investment, and we traced the last 30 years of foreign direct investment in the country. It was interesting because it related why FDI has been so important for Vietnam. In fact, one of the ministers that talked related to the fact that labor productivity had increased quite a bit due to increased FDI, which we agree with. Now, the next question is basically, can labor productivity continue to increase in the country, or can it not increase much more? Because it's very easy to take a country from a low level of labor productivity to a higher level, but when it reaches a certain level, then it becomes much more difficult. So maybe what the country needs to think about now is increasing capital productivity, which we think the central bank and the government understand and are willing to do. In fact, we met with the State Bank of Vietnam, and they did mention that capital productivity is an issue in the country. So what they intend to do in the next couple of years is basically provide facilities for investors, domestic or foreigners, be able to invest their money more freely. This is a good step forward. Now, on the other side of the Pacific, obviously the big news is the fact that the 10-year Treasury rates in the US have hit 3.2%. The downward trend of interest rate is broken. So we should expect, all of us investors around the world, that interest rates are going to stay higher for a long time. What is the implication for equity markets? Well, your equity risk premium obviously is different. If you are a bond investor, what do you do with that? It's a good question, which I don't have a simple answer, but my best guess is you don't really want to own bonds at this level. You're probably better off owning equities. Oil prices have gone up quite a bit, which would put pressure on some sectors in the economy, including oil and gas operators. We've seen here in Vietnam, for example, that because of the rise in oil prices, there's been quite a dramatic shift in certain stock prices. Is it sustainable? Probably. I mean, in my opinion, oil prices, WTI is going to $80 per barrel by the end of the year. We're at 76, 75 right now. So it should be good for oil and gas companies in the country. Other than that, this week, this is the major news. There's nothing much in Europe happening at this time. We will talk to you next week from Ho Chi Minh City. Bye-bye.